Okay, we're here at Solar Airport near Stavanger in Norway. I'm going to do a speed run on the Piloting for the Fjords mission, and I'm going to try to fly 450 knots, which is the VNE, velocity never exceed, recommended for this aircraft, as I remember, although it will go faster. So let's see how we go. I'm going to start the timer when I release the wheel brakes and stop it when I touch down. So I've done all my pre-flight checks, taking off to the north, full throttle and timer and brakes now. knots, 90, rotating. Gear up, flaps up. Okay, coming right to 200 knots, we'll start maneuvering right to the course.
007, continue for north departure.
Speed is already 450. No, it's not, it's 260. That was the altitude.
007, leaving my airspace frequency. Change approved.
Like India Golf copy.
Show the tower 007 frequency change.
I was reading the digital readout on my left panel rather than the analog dials right in front of me, which are going through 400 knots now. Now I'll throttle back in a moment as it hits 450. It's 431. Right, trimmed out, about 600 feet. A bit bumpy here, which is what you would expect. Miss that church would be good. Right on track between these two islands, and you can see in the distance where we turn into the field. Outside temperature is minus 0.4 degrees Celsius, so I've got the anti-ice pitot heater on. 435, I'll just add a bit more thrust. And we're at 200 feet. Time is 7:54 AM. .443 knots, that's pretty good. Beautiful. So we're turning right, climbing over the town of Dahl right about now. Awesome. And we come to a lake. Long lake. Full 48 knots. That's pretty cool. Climb a bit more. So you climb to I think about 300, 400 feet at the moment above sea level. 430. Continue up here for a while, and then we take a little jink to the left to find the rest of the valley. Gets a bit tight here. 444 knots. Watch that hill on the right. You can see that highlighted hill in the distance, that's where we jink left. I won't follow that road, I'll go over here. Go through this notch, cut left around that hill. And we're on the first of our fields. At which point I'll descend again. It's a nice stable aircraft, this one, 449 knots. About 6 miles to go on this field. Now, pretty low. Oh, and look out for power lines, of course. There's a few coming up in the next couple of miles. I flew this earlier on the day with Flying Singer, and we went around a couple of times and had a lot of fun dodging the power lines. Oh, look at that elevated lake. It's magnificent. Fantastic. Now it gets very tight right here. Watch your speed. That's okay. 433 knots. Push it up a little bit because we're climbing. Very tight here. And just about to reach waypoint 1. Should be climbing over these 2 lakes, one there and one over there. We're going to head almost due east over this plateau. Watch the speed. It's okay. Drop back a bit. 430. And I'll take opportunity to check on that. Yep, right on track. So we're looking for a lake that runs pretty much north-south, and it's only about 3 miles away, and then we're going to follow the surface of that to simulate a run-in on a dam. Echoes of EF 2000 for those who can remember that far back. I remember in the 90s at a trade show flying EF 2000 with a VR headset, which is pretty amazing. And that was the DOS version. An amazing simulator. And here's our right turn. That's it. Follow this waterway. Fly around this bend. When we come left around that corner, we're almost on top of the dam. Here we go. And here it is, 3, 2, 1, bingo. As we come right to enter the valley. It is a pretty tight entrance. Now there are several power line obstacles coming up, so that's going to be fun. Because last time we flew around we did it at 250 knots. So I'll have to keep my eyes open. It gets very tight through here. Very tight. And here we go, start of the final field. Quite a bit of turbulence there. Speed 452 because we're descending. Just leave the throttle where it is. And temperature. Oh, just flew over some power lines. I better pay attention. temperature and pressure have settled down. The outside temp is just below 0 Celsius. Okay, I can see some power lines coming up. Should be able to fly under these. Sometimes there's 2 sets running across the valley though, low and high. See the higher ones. Speed 452. That's good. And it's going to be fun trying this in the Hornet or Super Hornet. I think there's no low lines here. I think we're good. No, there is a low set. Yeah, see that balloon on the right. Ooh, and a red one right there. Wow. Okay. So it seems like there often are 2 sets running across. So in which case I better stick closer to the one I can see, the top one. Now this might be only one layer. But nonetheless, I'll stay up here. Look at that. What a great piece of work that is. Okay, drop down again. .450 knots. Excellent. 12 minutes already. It's quite a long route. Now, bridge and power lines coming up, and I believe there's 2 sets of lines here as well. If I can't see them clearly, I'll go over the top, I think. Am I dreaming? Yeah, I'm dreaming of the top. Not there yet. Oh no, there's the bridge. Yeah, just hard to see against the clouds. Oh, I'm going to go. Actually, I'll go under this. I'm good. I'm good. Okay, that's the end of the field. I'm going to call the airport. Channel 2. Channel 1. Channel 1. Mike India Golf 4.
Solid Tower 007 is 13 miles east, 800 feet with Yankee to land.
007 Solid Tower. Altimeter 29er decimeter, 28268.25. Fly straight in runway 29er.
Mike India Golf, copy.
Make straight in runway 29er 007.
Excellent, well that's good because we're heading west now. And the airport is 10 miles from that lake we just passed over.
007 wind 268.25.
It's clearing in now. Mike India Golf, copy.
Clear to land runway 29er 007.
Let's climb a bit so I can get eyeballs on the airport. Then we're going to do a straight in approach. There it is, slightly to the south. Yeah, a bit of slow up now. Yep, there's the runway. Or it's going to be quicker to do a run in and a break. Yeah, let's do that. It's supposed to be a speed run. See how that goes. This will be the fastest run in I've done, actually. Still sitting at 450 knots. It's runway 29. So I'll brake at the threshold. See what I can manage after that. Yeah, we're about 14 minutes 50 seconds, so 15 minutes really to get around the circuit. 15 minutes right now. Or 14:22 in the air. Okay, I'll brake here. Try not to black out. Okay, go on downwind. Here's the runway. Speed brake out. Should have popped that before. And okay, going to turn to final. Speed brake still out. 200 knots. Okay, speed brake in, geared out. Flaps 1, flaps 2. Got 3 greens, flaps are down, fuel's good. Actually burnt through half the fuel. Wow. Speed 128. Bit low. Speed 123. Put the seat up a bit. Still 123. Still flying nicely. 117. Almost touchdown, flaring. And touchdown at 101. And when it stops, I will stop the timer. 4 brakes. Okay, so 16 minutes and 21 seconds. Phew, of flight time. Oh, that was fun. I think I'll try it again in the Hornet later in the day and cross my fingers.